I'm in a bit of a dilemma. Um, it's a big one, big dilemma. I went to okay. Let me start from the beginning. I do a show called Senior Talks on the weekends on WVON, where we give resources for seniors. Seniors call in and talk about how they're still doing well as a senior, things like that. And this particular show, this lady called in. I won't say her name. I'll just say Miss Sweetie. Okay. Miss Sweetie calls in and says that she's getting evicted out of her apartment. She's been there for 10 years and she doesn't know what to do. So I told her, I said, well, have you, I don't know what I asked her a bunch of questions. Like, it's kind of those dumb questions like, have you reached out to your alderman? Have you done this? Have you done that? Of course she has. Or maybe she hasn't. I don't know. But something told me to ask for her number. Our board operator got her phone number, and I called her. I couldn't wait to call her. Turns out that she was given an eviction. It's not called an eviction. Her landlord didn't renew her lease. Okay. And he told her that he wanted her out in 90 days. So he gave her a letter. So that's a soft eviction, I guess. 90 days. When she called in, we were at about 80 days. I think 83 days when she called it, because we only had about 7 days to figure this out. And I was like, oh my gosh, 90 days is May 31st. So I was scrambling, I asked her some questions, and turns out she's 75 years old. I think I've got the age together. She's 75 years old with a CHA voucher, and her rent, she's allotted, and I need to verify this. She's currently paying $800. CHA pays $600. Okay, so that's what she's allotted currently. I think they'll pay more, but currently that's what she's allotted. And so I'm like, where am I going to find a place that has that low of a rent now in this climate? Wasn't easy. I found her a place, but because she lives on the northwest side, more west than anything, she wants to stay on that side of town because her grandson, who is 16, is in school and he's familiar with that area and all of these things. But the apartment that I found that would take her right away was on the south side, Inglewood. Now, when your back's against the wall, Inglewood sounds better than nowhere. Because I had vetted the apartment, everything, it was clean, it was nice. I knew the owner, or I knew the guy that does work for them, and he recommended it. He was trying to get her a level where she could be in a wheelchair and all that stuff. And she said she didn't want to live on that side of town. Now, don't judge. Don't say, well, she gets what she gets. Please don't do that. Because I'm asking you for help. Here's why I'm asking you for help. That ship has sailed, okay? Now she's past May 31st. As you know, it is June 18th or 17th, right? We're well past that date. And she told me that she spoke to CHA and they have rescinded whatever it is they sent her. She didn't know what it was called, and neither did I. So I said, you know what, Miss Sweetie, I'm on my way. So after my show, after work, I forgot it was supposed to be a storm coming. After work, I went to her house because it was only 7 miles from where I work. I work downtown, so 7 miles, how bad can it be? And so I get there. She's sitting on the porch with her walker. You can see that she has some health challenges. And she's like, wow, you actually came. Yeah, I said I would. Here we are. I gave her all the respect. And she said, I want you to come into my house. She has already started packing. I don't know how, because it's not easy. And she's an older woman. So she's got a lot of stuff that's packed up, a lot of stuff that she's not keeping. And we go over the situation. And she tells me, here's my landlord's phone number. She gave it to me. I'm listening to her, but I'm looking at the paperwork that she has. The paperwork says that she is no longer eligible to be a participant for CHA, which means they have terminated, and they gave her a date until it was until February, I think 26th, whatever it was, maybe it was 28th of 2026. All these dates have already passed. So now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, so your landlord's not even getting paid right now, not their portion. She's still giving them her portion. So she's giving them $800. I rounded up, I think it's $796. And they're not, but he's not getting the other $600. Oh. And she's just paying. She's paying on the first. She's paying like she's been paying. She always pays on time. And I'm looking around and I'm thinking, where do we go from here? Let me call the landlord. I called the landlord. I look at the paperwork and I said, hi, I'm calling as Miss Sweetie's advocate. She's standing right here if you need her permission to talk to me. I just have questions. And he said, go for it. And I was like, can you tell me what the situation is? He said, listen, I haven't gotten rent from CHA in months. Miss Sweetie pays her portion every month. I've never had a problem with her. And I was like, well, why do you want her to move? And he said, because I just had a newborn baby and I'm living in an apartment and I don't feel comfortable with her being in this apartment with my roommates. The plot thickens. Personal reasons. And it's his building. The baby wasn't here yet when he bought it. Circumstances have changed. Life-changing events have happened. Okay. There's no more to be said. I can't challenge that. This man wants safety for his daughter. And that's where he's going to put her, in his house, in his building. I said, okay, how much time do we have? He said, I gave her till the end of the month, the end of June, which is right around the corner, especially when you got to go. And on top of that, she has nowhere to go. Not only does she not have anywhere to go, she doesn't have a voucher anymore. He told me that he has called CHA and they literally tell him, we'll call you back, and they never do. They're nasty on the phone, and he's a landlord. And I know he's not lying, because when I had CHA tenants in my house and I tried calling Section 8, Section 8 did not pay me for several months because of the inspection that I was waiting for from the city. The city was backed up in inspections, so they held my payment. But your tenant still lives in my house. They didn't care, and they never paid me for those months. So I know he's not lying. You mean to tell me that Section 8 CHA is not only rude to the tenant, but rude to the landlord too? All this time? What kind of program is this? And I told him, I said, you know what? I know you're telling the truth, because I experienced it also. I said, I tell you what. He said, I just need to know. I said, listen, she's an elder woman. She doesn't have help. Do you have a crew that can help move? This can move along quicker if you help her move out. He said, to be honest with you, I really don't have that. But I tell you what, If you give me an exact date and time and by when, then I can try to make it happen. I got a friend that has a trailer. We could put some things. Now we're talking, right? But I still don't have a place to put her. And I still don't have a voucher. The voucher has been terminated. So here's what I did. I took a picture of the voucher. I'm going to call CHA tomorrow. I may even walk into their door. Now they don't accept walk-ins. I know that. But I'm going to walk in. I'm going to try my best to make some phone calls because I know some people. And I know some people at CHA. The way that this has been mishandled is just totally ridiculous. You mean to tell me we don't care about our seniors? You mean to tell me that? Like we don't care about our seniors? Like, here's somebody in a dire situation that's going to be put out on the street, and you can't even talk to the landlord. You see that she doesn't really understand the paperwork. And this is what we do. Okay, yeah, no. We're going to put a stop to this, but I need your help because I need your advice. I need to know where to start. I need to know what we're doing. I need to know if you have any advice for me. Where should I start? Because I'm going to start with calling Section 8. And I don't know if I'm going to reach somebody. What can be done at this point? And it can't be nothing. Because the easiest thing to do is nothing. And that's what Miss Sweetie's been doing. Now, I don't want to say she's been doing nothing, but she has not gotten any progress in this communication with CHA. So what can we do now without judgment? I just need to know what WTF to do. Yes, WTF. What do we do? That's what I need to know. I need your help. Drop your suggestions in the comments, please. Drop your suggestions in the comments, please.